It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Welcome to the Loud Digital Network. Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer, the one and the only. Happy New Year. Like, we made it. 2014. One love, God bless, and thank you guys so much for the support and the love. Yo, it means everything to me, man, and I'm happy to bring you guys this video, this vidical, you know what I'm saying, that, as I like to say, you know what I mean? Shout out to Torrance Davis for, you know, coin-opping that phrase for me, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get it in. Big shout out to my boy Eric Hirschberg, who's the CEO of Activision. He came out and said that we don't agree with the critics. And basically what he's talking about is the review scores that came back from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts, right, it wasn't as well received as normal, you know what I'm saying, as previous Call of Duties, you know, in the series amongst a lot of the journalists in the industry. We've seen a lot of 7s and 6.5s and stuff like that, so on and so forth. I'm here to tell you that you ever heard of bull? And have you ever heard of shit? So when you put it together, right, most journalists that gave this game a 7 or 6.5, that's exactly what they full of. Bullshit. Hadouken, that's exactly what they full of, because I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, Call of Duty, and I'm talking from the next generation standpoint on PS4, you know what I'm saying, Xbox One, but, you know, PS4, that's the one I played. That's the version I played. I'm telling you right now, Call of Duty Ghosts, from a story standpoint, is phenomenal. It's easily one of the best in the series and one of the best introductions to a, you know, for a new series to, you know, be born. You know what I mean? In terms of the Ghost series. And I'm telling you, the characters, it's crazy. It's very emotional. Like, for real. Like, from the brothers and the father. And there's this guy. There is this guy in this game. When I tell you this guy is badass, this guy is brutal, this guy makes Call of Duty. Like, for real. Like, dude, the story in this game, play this one of those games that when you end it, you're going to be like, I don't believe they did this. It's like stuff that you, like, if you as a gamer was in control of the story, this is probably what you would have done. Like, they really nailed it on the story. Graphics and gameplay, and I'm talking next gen, texture, detail, everything looks phenomenal. Son, this shit, yo, son, the game is crazy. Gameplay wise, it feels great. Graphics, it looked great. Everything is smooth. There ain't no problems. Like, even the little missions you do with Riley is cool. Like, yo, the game is hot, man. Playing online and stuff like that. I don't review online. I don't judge it because everybody got a different connection. Like, things happen with servers, whatever. But I'll tell you this, when it's working right and everything is in place, online is great too. It's fun, no problems. Yo, Call of Duty Ghosts, man. Seriously. Like, they made a huge impact. To me, I feel like Call of Duty Ghosts, like, is almost as impactful as Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare back in 2007 when they first showed it. You know what I'm saying? So, that was the first point I wanted to make. I'm so happy that Eric Hirschberg had the balls to come out and say that we don't agree with the critics. And looking at what the critics said and the way they reviewed this game, to me, I really feel that they did it because they probably got tired of so many people saying that we all know that IGN is going to give it a 10, or we all know that Joystick is going to give it a 10. I think they almost, like, was fueled by the fans to just do something different to show their bravery, so they can prove that they're not getting paid off for reviews. Now, I'm not saying they get paid off. I don't, you know, agree with that. I would never call nobody out on something like that. What I call people out on is, like, if you're a gamer, be a gamer. If you're a journalist, be a journalist. If you know how to be a gamer and a journalist at the same time, don't forget where your passion started from. Don't forget the roots. Be able to convey that. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow nobody to block that, because we love to see that. As well as I'm a journalist and I'm putting out game information, I'm a fan as well. I watch y'all. I love talking to the community. But, yo, real recognize real. Call of Duty Ghosts. That joint is crazy. Eric Hirschberg is right. He's more focused on his fans, and I agree with that. Second point coming up right now. Now, with Eric Hirschberg, right, one of the things that he said in the process of not agreeing with the critics and how they felt about Call of Duty Ghosts, he said that they focus on what the fans want. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That right there is a double standard. Because on one hand, they do focus on what the fans want, and they do implement things, and they do add stuff, and you see it. Like, I give them their props. I respect that. But there is something that they're not doing that the fans been asking for years, and I know why they're avoiding it. And that's basically new technology. Like, we want to see Call of Duty take a next generational leap. And when I mean a next generational leap, I'm talking about we want to be able to do a whole lot more stuff, like in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no cover system. Maybe you can add that or whatever. Make the graphics that much more better so it don't look like just a port. Make it look like it belongs on a PS4 and the Xbox One. Like, you know, for future, you know, like endeavors. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the other games you're gonna bring out in the Call of Duty franchise, really make it stand out. That's the second thing. The third thing is, you know, throw some vehicles in there, like some vehicle combat, like have some big battles, you know, make it open world or something like that. Have you know, just do something that we've never seen, like, you know what I'm saying, in this franchise. You know what I mean? There's so much that could be done that they don't do. And to me, I feel like they could do it, but because they got to come out with the game every year, they rather sacrifice growing the brand from a creative, technical standpoint just to make their money and guarantee that their stockholders is going to be in bed with them every year, because they know the Call of Duty name, the brand, no matter what you do in the game, is going to be a hot seller. And I feel like that's the gift and the curse. The gift is that you make something that's great that everybody loves, that they can embrace and you profit off of. The curse is you focus so much on a profit that you forget the creativity portion of what a game deserves, and you're limiting the development of the game developers that would like to do more, but you tell them not to do more because you have a deadline to meet because you need to make that money. But the thing is, you can't put a price on creativity. You feel me? You can't put a price on that. So I feel Eric Hirschberg, that's a big double standard, and that's something that, you know, I would love to ask you personally to see what you would say. But yeah, that's wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game industry is a creative business. You can't put a price on something that's creative. All right? So get that straight, man. Third point coming up. So here's the third point I want to make, is going to be my final point. Like, the truth is this: Battlefield 4, not Battlefield 4, Battlefield period, has cut in to the Call of Duty market heavily. And one of the reasons why Battlefield cut into the market is because Battlefield is doing things that they're not coming out with a Battlefield every year. Why? Because, you know, the team over at EA, they, you know, DICE, they understand that to make great games, it takes time to do so. And it takes time to make, you know, a lot of leaps and do a lot of different things and truly give fans what they want, you know what I'm saying, in an army game. You feel me? So my thing is like, when you analyze what Battlefield has done, you know, they went from selling like, you know, the 2 million, 3 million to going up to the 10 and 15 million mark. You see what I'm saying? Why did they do that? Because they made the game so much better than their direct competitor in the eyes of gamers. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of them. They deserve it. That's the first thing. The second thing is Titanfall is coming. And Titanfall, you know, that's coming from the original creators of Call of Duty. So they understand this business and they understand how to make great games. And on top of that, Titanfall is going to be another game that's going to cut into that Call of Duty market. And it's different. Something that we've been waiting to see. You feel me? Something real new and fresh. So that's going to cut into the market and stuff like that. And then what's so crazy, and another thing that's amazing is, you know, I know a lot of people is waiting to see if there's going to be, you know, another Ghost Recon, or a lot of people is waiting to see if the next Rainbow Sixes come in and all this other stuff. But I'll tell you another thing, The Division. Now that game is another game that's probably going to cut into that Call of Duty type of market. Why? Because even though it's not a first-person shooter, it's a shooter. And shooters, whether it's first person or third person, you know, that element of shooting being a dominating force in a game plays a role in what people buy in the online component and the aspect. All this stuff, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is, I love the statement that Eric Hirschberg made. It made sense. But there's a double standard there, so that needs to be corrected. Second thing, Call of Duty Ghosts is a phenomenal game, and a lot of people is tired of the rinse and repeat, copy paste stuff, and just getting different levels and different things like that. But the industry plays a role in that. Like the industry, if you guys wasn't kissing Call of Duty ass and giving tens after tens after tens after tens in the review department when they probably didn't deserve a 10, you know, or whatever, then, you know, the nostalgia of Call of Duty being as great as it is, you know, wouldn't be right now. You know what I'm saying? So I blame that on the industry a lot for playing into that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I love Call of Duty. I always love Call of Duty. But I'm gonna also be honest. There's a lot of things. There's certain standards that you gotta hold the developers to. Because if you don't hold them to no standards, they're not gonna feel they need to do anything more. You see what I'm saying? And then we don't get more, but we still paying more. So are you truly getting what you paid for? I'm going to break that down for you, okay? If you're not allowing the developers to give you more because you always feel that what they do is satisfying and not raising the bar or raising the standards of the game and the genre in the industry, then you're allowing them to settle for what they do because they're always going to generate. And if that's the case, you're not getting the most out of developers, meaning that you're not getting more. And if you're not getting more from the developers, you're not getting more from the game as an end user. And if you're not getting more from your game, but you're always paying more, something's off there. You see what I'm saying? We have to be more responsible. So one love and God bless. Call of Duty Ghosts, that game is hot. I'm telling you right now, you're going to love it. That story will blow you away. But at the same time, you know, the moral of this particular article is looking at the critics and looking at the actual, you know, gamers and the fans and stuff like that. Companies is always going to support their fans. And critics, don't forget that although you're a critic and you're a journalist and you professionally doing certain things, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget what made you do it. And appreciate the greatness, but also set standards to help our developers and publishers understand that we love what they do, but we want more because we know we can get more and we deserve it. One love, God bless your boy Hip Hop Gamer. Happy New Year. Peace.